Hello and welcome to another episode of Cheap Allotments. Just a quick update on what's been happening really. I've had trouble with my camera, so I haven't done much filming, so I'll just give you a quick roundup of what I've done. My mate Alan's broad beans and sweet peas are coming through now, which is quite a result really, so they're doing well in here. Nothing of the giant cabbages as of yet. My giant strawberries haven't come up either. My garlic is not come up yet. Still a little bit early for them. Tomatoes, nothing from them as yet. I might stick some more in some pots, I think, just to try and get a few more. Potatoes are still chitting away. Nothing from my peppers. The onions are doing all right, but they're not. They don't seem to be. The one at the back there, I don't know if you can see it. No, sorry. It's just bulking up a little bit. So they're starting to bulk up a little bit now, which is what I'm hoping for. Nothing from the chilies. It might be a little bit too cold in here for them, because this is the temperature gauge. If you can see it. It's gone to a high of 36.4 and minus 1.6 at night. I think that was last night, the 1.6. So I have some leeks coming through, some of my giant leeks. These are my mammoth onesies. I got these from a shop called The Works. They did like 4 packets for £1. So yeah, so hopefully they should do well. We'll see. I won't be planting them out until I get the polytunnel up and running. I did plan on doing it sort of today, but it's too windy out there. It'd just be a nightmare. So I've got to wait for a nice calm day to get it done. More peppers. No, there's nothing in here for peppers. They're still a little bit early. Sweet peppers take quite a while to come up anyway, and these were the seeds that I took from out of a pepper. So me lettuces are coming up. They're doing really well. There's no additives in there. It was just straight into the Miracle Grow compost, and I've just put this propagator just sat on the top of it just to try and keep it a little bit more cooler. My daffs in the toilet doing really well. Hopefully they're going to stay in bloom for the show, which is on the 24th of March, but I'm not holding my breath for them. I might just put it in anyway and just see. I'll give it all a wash down because it's a bit dirty, but should turn a few heads and make people laugh. We bought another gas bottle the other day, and we ran out of gas within a week. It cost 22 quid for this little gas heater. I left it on 1 bar, and it ran out within a week. So it's £22 for a week. It's too expensive. So I'm not going to be running that again. I just can't afford it. So right, I did start off some Swift early potatoes in these grow bags. They're in this big container because of I don't want the water to leak through and onto my flooring and rot my flooring out. So what I did is I filled the bags up quarter the way full with that compost there, which is just the Verve from B&Q. It's 125 litres. It was £6.23 for 125 litres. So what I did is I filled it up a quarter full, and I mixed in 4 ounces of the organic potato fertiliser, and I mixed in 5 ounces of the fish blood and bone. Mixed it all in the bottom, put the potatoes in, and then just covered it with some compost on the top. So what I'm going to do now is I will wait for them to come through. Once they've come through, I planted 3 in here, but because the potatoes were all going to grow in the bottom, all the soil that's going to go in the top is just going to be wasted. So what I might do is I got this from Allotment Diary Dan. He gave me the idea of this. He said someone else was doing it or something. Was once it starts poking through, plant another 2 potatoes in, mix up some more of the organic potato fertiliser and the fish blood and bone, plant 2 more potatoes in, and then just fill the bag to the top, and then just grow it like that. Then that way you get potatoes all the way through the bag instead of just in the bottom. So that's another thing to think about if you're growing them in buckets. Or I see Martin at Retro Restore, who grows them in these big round containers, so that's maybe just something that he can have a think about. You know, you could do it the same. You don't have to put like all the organic potato fertiliser in, and there's just a bit of fish blood and bone would do it. And just maybe just do that. So instead of just getting them just in the bottom, you get them all the way through, and then you haven't got all this wasted soil basically. So but once these should be ready by May, so once I've finished with these, I can take all this out because it's got all these stuff all mixed in with it, and then I can use that for potting. I can use it for, I could plant more potatoes in it. I could use it for other stuff. You know, I could just keep using it for at least a year. And then what I'll do is I'll end up just chucking it on one of the heaps and starting again. So yeah, something to have a little think about. I've got all my wood, this is all my wood painted for the polytunnel to hold the polythene on. So yeah, so that's ready. I've just got to drill some holes in that so it's ready just to nail up, and it doesn't take, so I don't split the wood when I just whack some nails in it. There isn't much been going on. I don't know if you see that box out there. That's from the grapevine. I just got the plastic from a company up the road. It's all scrap plastic, so it hasn't cost me nothing. Built a box and then just filled it full of manure for the grapevine. But I'll take you on a little tour out there in a minute. My mate's got the kettle on, so I'm going for a quick coffee. Alright, I'll catch you in a bit. Cheers. Alright, I'm back. Just take you on a little tour of what else I've been doing. Don't know if I showed you that before, didn't I? My raspberry bed. I don't know if anything's going to come up, but we'll see. Me rhubarb's coming through the bark that I done there, because I've got a nice big rhubarb plant there, so that's coming through. I'll have to hand dig all that out, but just here, there was a bloke on the next plot down to me. He had a big rhubarb bed, but he just dug it up and just chucked it all on a heap. So what I've done is I nicked some of the crowns out of it and planted all down the centre and just covered it in manure. They started sprouting, but they've not actually come through yet. So once I get rid of all this other bark, because this is going in the polytunnel for the pathways, I should cover all of this in manure. So that's that. Sorry about the wind. This is me. I'm putting in here some runner beans and peas. I'm going to put runner beans on one side, peas on the other. All I did here was I dug it all over, de-weeded it, dug out 2 trenches, one either side where the canes, the bottom of the canes are. Layered a load of manure in either side, and then put some of this is like well rotted sort of manure, leaf mould. So it's just loads of really good organic matter really. This heaps up quite well. I mean, I'm going to be planting sort of either side of these canes so that they grow up the canes, and just covered it with this stuff. So once at the end of the year, once this is done, I should just dig this and just spread it. Not much else has been going on really. I did paint the polytunnel again, giving it another coat. I might give it another coat yet because it's not really. Just need to keep this wood so the rain doesn't get into it. I need to get all of this dug over at some point. Not sure what I'm going to be putting in here yet. So next year I am thinking about changing my strawberry beds. Might have them in sort of a staging sort of area, I think. I did sort of just drag and got rid of some stuff off of here, ready for digging. I need the soil to dry out a bit first. I'll pull up all the leeks and everything and chop them up and put them in a stew or something. I'll chuck some more manure at the end there just to cover it over and for the comfrey to come through. The broad beans are all flopping over, but they'll be all right, I suppose. They do well. Right, this is my pumpkin bed. Just got some old sheet and just fell over there, but at the end here I've chucked down, like, it's covered over with leaf mould and some old rotted compost just for the worms to come up and drag it through. Here I covered it over in some leaf mould, rotted compost that was over the back here, which the runner bean bed was, and then just covered it over with manure. I shall leave that, and then what I'll do is I shall dig all that in and then plant it all in. So yeah, my leaf mould bin, I took it all out of this side and chucked it all into this side, so it all rots down into one side. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's quite, you can see it's sort of rotting down quite nicely. I picked up these grey bins from my boss at work. He's kindly let me have them. So what I'll do is I'll chop them up there about 2 inches up, chop all the way around, and they're going to go in for to put my pots in the greenhouse. I should just put a couple of bits of wood inside, just for the pots to sit on, and that's just so the water doesn't go onto the flooring and rot out the floor. So that's that. Right, today's job is to do the pathways. As you can see, my mate Alan has done back there. So I've got 3 paths to do here, so I'll get these done. It's just mud and there's some matting underneath it, so I'll get all this up and chuck it over on that pile there, and then just put some more matting down and just cover it in the bark. Right, so I better crack on because I've got loads to do. Right, I'll give you an update in a little bit. See you later. Right, we're back. I just laid the path, I'll show you that in a second. I'm just putting in my tulips and my lilies. It's probably a little bit late to put them in. I should have put them in last year, but they're bulbs, so they come up every year, so that's what I've done. So I'll show you. Basically, I've got a boring tool, so you just bore a hole out, fill it up with compost, multi-purpose compost, anything to do, and then just grab your bulb and then just push it in a little bit of the way down, and that's it. But then what I shall do, let me just grab some compost. What I shall do is, oh, see it? Yeah, and then just fill it over the top with compost. Just pat it down a little bit, and that's it. I've already done the lilies, so I'll just go around and fill them up, and I'll just go around and fill all the holes up, and then basically that's my lilies and my tulips planted. So it shouldn't, I've got quite a few bulbs to put in, so I might have to make some more holes, but then that'll be about it. I just thought I'd quickly show you how to do it. No additives in it, just straight compost. Okay, cheers, see you in a minute. Right, so that's all then planted, covered over with just some potting compost. I've got quite a few more left in there to plant, but I'll just scatter them about everywhere. I've got some seeds that I've got to plant, but it's too early for them. I should plant them when it warms up a lot more, and just basically just scatter them everywhere, and then just cover them, just put some light compost over the top. And I'll just show you this footpath I've done. Here's the footpath. Just looks a lot better than what it does. I've still got this one here to do and this one here to do, but I'll do that another day. Okay, cheers. Right, I'm back. I just planted all my flower bulbs and that now, but what I'm doing now is that Verve compost I've got, I'm now sieving it out. I'll show you why. So I've just got a sieve on top of my bucket. So if I just go like that, you've got all of these lumps. I mean, you can squash some of them down, but you've got twigs and stuff like that in it. If you're using it for potting stuff, I feel that if the roots are trying to get through and they got one of these big lumps in the way, it doesn't really sort of help out. So I just sieve it all out, and that's like, I don't know if you can see that, but that's how much wastage I've got, and I've only done sort of a quarter of a bag, but I won't throw that away. What I'll do is I'll dig that into the beds, and that should rot down after so long. But there's still quite a few sort of, there's still quite a few bits in it and stuff like that. So yeah, alright, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.